Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Today, I am going to share the data scientist interview probability questions. I will pick top 10 data scientist interview questions around probability. In fact, tomorrow I actually have an interview that the interviewer will likely test me on the probability questions. So it will be both beneficial for me to go through it with you guys and to share it with you. The source of the questions are from a book called Ace the Data Scientist Interview. I am not affiliated with the book or promoting it, but I use it for my data scientist interview preparation. It's been pretty helpful. So the questions will be questions from that book. So now let's get started. All right. So these are the list of the probability questions. You can see the English version, and I put a Chinese translation version for the sake of my Chinese audience. So let's start from reading the question. Two teams play a series of games, best of seven. Whoever wins four games first, in which each game has a 50% of chance of winning any given round. No draws allowed. What is the probability that the series goes to seven games? All right, so if you want to solve this question yourself first, feel free to just pause this video and then I will come back and solve this question, which equals to n factorial divided by the product of k factorial and n minus k factorial. So this formula is used in combinatorics to determine how many different ways you can choose k items from a set of n items without regard to the order of the items. So in this question, you want to find out the first six game. And because the best of seven, whoever wins four games wins. So if it goes to seven, that means it goes to the six. And the first six game, it must be 3 win, 3 lose for either team. So we are choosing 3 out of 6, which in this expression would be 6, 3. And then we want to divide it to the total probability of games. And in this case, it's 50% chance of winning any games, and you have 6 games beforehand. So it's 1 divide 2 and 6. So to calculate this, you want to choose 3 out of 6 first. And for the numerator, let's calculate this by 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then k is 3. K is 3, 2. N minus k equal to 3 as well. So this. And this equal to 20. And this. So 2, 6. That's 64. And then, so in the end, I'm sorry. So this should be 2 instead of 1 divide 2, because in this case you are doing But I just use the divide. So it's 2 half of chance every time you have 2 probabilities, win or lose. A team win or B team win. And it's 6 times of the game. So, and dividing these two, which is, and this equal to, okay, so this will be our final answer. All right, let's move to the second question. Say you roll a die 3 times. What is the probability of getting 2 x6s in a row? Feel free to pause here and come back when you solve the questions. So to solve this question, you want to list out the times when you get 2 6s consecutively. So probability 1, the first case is first time, second time, 6, and third time, whatever. And the second probability is third time. Oh no, so it's second time, third time, 6, first time, whatever. And the third probability is all 6. 1, 2, 3. First, second, third time. Okay, so let's calculate this. For the first one, it's gonna be 1 out of 6. And times square it. And the third time it's whatever. So whatever, but besides 6, right? So in this case, it should be okay. 5 out of 6 cases. And for the second one, it should be the same. So just simply times 2. And for the third, or all 6, so it's okay. So this so 1 out of 6 all 3 times. So, and you simply add them up. This will be the answer. All right, let's move to the third question. The question is, you roll 3 dice, one after another. What's the probability that you obtain 3 numbers in a strictly increasing order? You can pause this video if you want to solve these questions by yourself first before I provide the solution. Okay, so for this question, I have to say it's a little bit tricky. So for the definition of strictly increasing order, it would be, so if it's 1, 2, 3, then it's cool. If it's 1, 2, 4, then it's cool too. But if it's like 2, 1, 3, it's not cool, right? This is wrong, but this 2 is correct. So the importance here is that you want to find out the combination of the numbers that are increasing. And by that, you can limit the question to a choose combination question, which is choose 3 out of 6. The reason that this one will work is that we only care about the number. We do not care about the order, because if we pick any 3 numbers out of 6, like 1, 4, 5, or 1, 6, 4, let's say 1, 4, 5. These are 3 numbers. Those are same 3 numbers, but different order. We will just need, say, like, pick this order, and we want to list it as 145 because in each individual number you pick from out of like the three dices, only there's only every number is unique and they are from 1 to 6, and with every unique number it has to be in order. It will naturally be in order. So if we choose three random number out of 6 in a dice and we order them, we will have all the cases when the numbers are strictly increasing order. And then we want to calculate the probability that obtain 3 numbers in strictly increasing order. So so this is numerator, and the denominator should be all possible cases, which is 6 times 6 times 6, which is 216. Okay, so now we are going to calculate this number, right? So how to calculate this? We can refer to this equation again. And we already have the number here, right? So let's just get the number from previous answer. So we want to, the final answer is a probability of the unique straight order divided by all cases, which is 6 cube. 20 divided 1 to 6. So this will be the answer for the third question. Let's see. Okay. Okay, move to the fourth question. Assume you have a deck of 100 cards with values ranging from 1 to 100 and that you draw 2 cards at random without replacement. What is probability that the number of one card is precisely double that of the other? So again, please pause this video if you want to do it by yourself. And I will review my answer right now. So for this question, if the probability, the number of that the number of one card is precisely double that of the other, so that means there's no order. So there is no order, just a reminder. So so it also says there's no without replacement. It's important information, so I'm just gonna copy paste it. That means if I pick one at the beginning, out of the 100 card, and the second time when I pick, only have 99 cards left for me, right? And then it's about the double number. So about the double, so we can start from listing out the possible cases. If I get 1 first time and the second time I would get 2, right? Then that would be the case. And if I get 2, then next time I assume 4. So the order doesn't matter. So it could be like 2 to 1 or 4 to 1, right? It doesn't matter. So then 3 to 6 and continue until like 50 to 100. So in this case, there are like ranging from 1 to 50, it's valid. But once it's like 51 to 100, then not probable. So we only consider 1 to 50 cases. And to start with, we want to if we want to calculate the probability of doubling than the other, then the whole probability, we want to, if we want to calculate the whole probability of like, if I pick one card out of 100 twice without replacement, what's the probability is that? So we that, and this number would be the denominator. So it would be 99 times 100, right? Because there is no replacement, which is this. And nominator would be choosing the 1 to 100 without replacement. So we have 50 probabilities. So if this would be one case, right? And we have 50 cases for this. And because order doesn't matter, here we just gonna times 2 here. So it's 100 divided by this, which is 50 divided by. So this would be the answer for this question. All right, let's move to the 5th question. Imagine you are in a 3D place from 000 to 333. How many paths are there if you can move only up, right, and forward? Please take your time to think through this question before I reveal the answer. All right, for this question, you can use a very simple choose function, although I understand this question comes out as a pretty tricky question. So if you think this way, that there are total 9 steps for this 3D space. They are up, right, forward, and each for 3 steps. So total are 9. And then you want to choose out of these 9 steps, 3 for them are going up, and 3 of them are going right, and 3 of them are going forward. But once you pick 3 out of 9, it only left 6. And once you pick out 6, pick 3 out of 6, then it only has 3 left. So that is the final answer, 1680, that we get for this question. Very simple, but hard to think this way. So I'm gonna pause here for the 1 to 5 questions and as part 1, and I will continue in the part 2 to solve the number 6 to 10 questions.